There are a ton of remote jobs out there. The problem though, sorting through them all, finding the one that works out for you. Hopefully today I'm going to make that a little easier for you. I have a nice variety of remote jobs available today. These jobs include human resources, supply chain, finance, accounting, marketing, social media, an advanced customer support position, and I have a few jobs that are on the upper edge of being entry level. So we're going to quickly scan through these jobs so you can check them out, get your application in, or move on to the next one. And the first one I'm starting with comes to us from Stitch Fix. They have an opening for a compensation associate. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job lead. And way down here on this job description, they give us the salary range, which is $93,800 up to $138,000 per year. That's right here on this job description. So you'll spend your time visioning and delivering compensation analytics, leveraging the expertise you've built in prior compensation roles. You'll find ways to improve the efficiency of the company's compensation processes and build tools that will be leveraged across the company. So you'll work on salary, equity, rewards, and recognition programs and determine executive compensations. You'll create new and unique models to support the analytical work of the team and work with the finance team to strengthen compensation budgeting and forecasting, as well as equity operations on materials going out to the CEO and board. So they want you to have 2 to 5 years of experience in compensation, and you have a command over compensation fundamentals, including job matching and market pricing, public company equity mechanics, and program design. You're really good at using Excel or Google Sheets, and you have strong analytical skills. So that's pretty much it for this job. Remember, on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you $93,800 up to $138,000 per year. If you have some experience creating compensation models and you're looking for a work-from-home job, you can find the application details in the description area. Just look for job number 1. So our next remote job comes to us from DoorDash. They have an opening for a Senior Associate Customer Experience. This is a full-time remote position. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And way down here at the bottom, they tell us they're going to pay you between $74,800 and $110,000 per year. And they also tell us on this job description they expect this position to be filled by September 8th, 2025. So if you like this one, make sure to get your application in right away. So you'll contribute to the strategic planning and implementation of industry-leading credits and refunds experiences and policies for customers. You'll develop strategies to optimize the core success metrics and collaborate cross-functionally to implement those strategies in a timely and impactful manner. So basically, you'll partner with customer experience, product, engineering, analytics, and tools teams to improve the credits and refunds policies, strategies, and the resulting customer experience for customers. You'll produce, dig into, and use data and insights independently to identify opportunities to optimize the credits and refunds policies and experiences, while digging into Excel and SQL to create a budget and implementation plan, aligning partners, making policy changes, testing ideas, and achieving and measuring results. So you need to be a problem solver. You're comfortable pulling your own data in SQL and modeling in Excel. You have 2 to 4 years experience and you've succeeded in a competitive or challenging environment such as management consulting, strategy, operations, or product. And you can leverage emerging technologies and tools in your day-to-day work, and they prefer you have experience with AI. So your anticipated start date is September 8th, 2025. And remember, on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you $74,800 up to $110,000 per year. If you like this one, you can find the application details in the description area, job number 2. So on to the next. Meridian Link has an opening for an associate manager of social media. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. They don't tell us how much they pay, but they do offer a pretty decent suite of benefits. But when it comes to pay, I went to Google, checked out their AI overview, and from various sources, they tell us that you can potentially make $68,200 up to $96,900 per year. But there's absolutely no way I can guarantee that's how much you'll make. This is just based off of Google's AI overview. How much you'll really make, you'll have to work that out with them. So this role sits in the communications and branding team and plays a strategic part in shaping how the company shows up across digital channels. You'll amplify the brand voice, engage key audiences, and support both marketing and talent acquisition initiatives across multiple platforms. So in other words, you'll develop content and audience growth for key social channels, monitor all social channels for positive and negative engagement, and respond or escalate accordingly, govern social account access controls, scheduling, posting, and archiving, and support social selling with development of social media advocates groups, regular training, monitoring, and support. And what they want from you is a bachelor's degree in marketing, communications, or a related field, and 3 to 5 years of experience in social media, digital marketing, or related roles. And of course, you need to be familiar with major social platforms and current best practices, and they'd like you to have experience with video editing and creative template design. So if you're looking for an advanced social media job you can do from home, check out this one. You can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 3. Babylist has an opening for an ad operations specialist to work remotely anywhere within the United States. No location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And right down here on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you between $86,360 and $114,540 per year. That's right here on this job description. So in this job, you'll manage direct media campaigns across a suite of advertising products and oversee the CRM system. You'll run high-performing campaigns, efficiently manage tasks, and pull accurate and detailed reporting. You'll work collaboratively primarily with the partnership team while working cross-functionally with design, growth marketing, content and editorial, and finance and accounting teams. This role will report to the head of revenue operations. And they'd like you to have 3 to 5 years of hands-on experience in an ad operations and inventory management within an ad tech industry, ideally with proof of your impact to growing or maintaining revenue. You've managed inventory with a wide range of ad products, including social media, email, content, video, those sort of things, and you have expertise in Booster, which is required for this role. And you need strong analytical skills, and you're familiar with NetSuite, Google Analytics, Microsoft Excel, Sigma, Looker, and Indicative. So a little more on what you're going to do on a regular basis. You'll take ownership of monthly campaign reporting and benchmarking updates, and ensure that the company's digital media campaigns are served accurately and efficiently across multiple ad products. So if this job sounds interesting to you, remember on this job description they tell us a salary, which is $86,360 up to $114,540 per year. You can find the application details in the description area, job number 4. So if you want something in customer success, check out this job. This one comes to us from Carrot Fertility. They have an opening for a CSM Level 2 to work remotely anywhere within the United States. And CSM stands for Customer Success Manager, and this is a Level 2 position. So they're really not requiring a whole lot of related work experience. I'll get into that in just a minute. I want to show you the salary. Scrolling down this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you $80,000 to $90,000 per year. So in this job, you'll be accountable for driving retention, increasing member engagement, and accelerating growth within your book of business. You'll act as a strategic advisor to human resources benefits leaders, and you'll proactively communicate Carrot's values, resolve issues with urgency, and identify opportunities for expansion. So yeah, you'll own and lead the success of your assigned accounts and proactively leverage customer behavior insights and feedback to inform and execute strategic account growth plans. You'll monitor and act on success metrics like CSAT, utilization, and engagement, and partner with internal teams to ensure customers realize maximum value from their Carrot partnership. So they're looking for a strategy-oriented self-starter with a customer-first mindset and a strong sense of accountability. And they'd like you to have a bachelor's degree and at least 3 years experience in customer success, customer support, or account management in a high-growth technology environment. You're proficient with Salesforce or other CRM, and you're comfortable presenting to and advising human resource benefits leaders. And they have some preferred qualifications, and these are just preferred. Read through them. If you meet any of these qualifications, you'll definitely stand out. So this job is going to pay you $80,000 to $90,000 per year, according to this job description. If you're looking for a more advanced customer success position and you want to do it from home, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 5. Okay, so now we're going to get into the remote jobs that are just on the upper edge of being entry level. The first one I have is with Hungryroot, and this is for a packaging specialist, and this is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. Now, they don't tell us how much they pay for this particular job, so I went to Google, checked out their AI overview, and that tells us a packaging specialist at Hungryroot can expect to make between $44,973 and $78,500 annually. That's directly from Google's AI overview. How much you'll really make, you'll have to work that out with them. So, in this job, you'll be responsible for monitoring, managing, and maintaining packaging materials and supplies across the supply chain. This role ensures optimal inventory levels, accurate tracking, and timely procurement of packaging components to support production and fulfillment operations. So in other words, you'll monitor and manage inventory levels and packaging materials, perform regular cycle counts and full physical inventory audits to ensure inventory accuracy, and work with procurement, production, and warehouse teams to forecast packaging needs. You also communicate with vendors regarding delivery timelines, order issues, and reorders, and organize storage areas for efficient access to stock rotation. And what they want from you is about 2 years of inventory, supply chain, or warehouse experience with produce. Packaging experience is preferred, and you have strong attention to detail and data accuracy. And they'd like you to have experience with inventory management systems, and you're proficient in Excel or Google Sheets. And you may have noticed this, one of the qualifications is being able to lift and move packaging materials as needed. But this is a remote position. How that applies to you, I really don't know. You'll have to confirm that with them. So if you like this job, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 6. Okay, on to job number 7. This one comes to us from Engine, formerly known as Hotel Engine. So yeah, this job is in the hospitality industry. So Engine has an opening for an AR specialist to work remotely anywhere within the United States. And they tell us right here on this job description, they're going to pay you between $58,000 and $70,000 per year. And this job is on the upper end of being entry level. And they tell us they're going to accept applications through October 22nd, 2025, or until this role is filled. So potentially this job won't be filled for a few months. So you'll optimize the financial transactions and systems by performing reconciliation of payments and customer accounts, and communicate discrepancies to the management team, identify low-paying customers, and recommend collection candidates that help reduce outstanding receivables. You'll also assist in streamlining accounts receivable processes and gather and verify invoices for appropriate documentation prior to payment to ensure accuracy and compliance. You'll maintain accounts receivable records, perform daily cash management duties, and monitor and collect accounts receivable by contacting clients via telephone, email, and mail to support timely payment resolution. So yeah, this is your typical accounts receivable position, and they want you to have about 2 years of hands-on experience in accounts receivable, accounts payable, or a related finance role. And they tell us an associate's degree or equivalent is a plus. They'd also like you to be proficient with NetSuite and you have experience working with CRM systems like Salesforce. You're also comfortable with Google Drive and you have intermediate Excel skills. So according to this job description, this AR position will pay anywhere from $58,000 to $70,000 per year. If you like this one, you can find the application details in the description area, job number 7. So our last job comes to us from Upstart. This one is in the finance area. Upstart has an opening for an investor services associate, and this job does not require a whole lot of related work experience. It's on the upper edge of being entry level. And I'm looking around this job lead to see if they tell us how much they pay. And way down here on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you between $101,500 and $140,330 per year. That's a huge salary, especially because they're really not requiring a whole lot of related work experience. I'll get into that in just a minute. So this is a fully remote position. They tell us the majority of employees can live and work anywhere in the USA. And this team operates on West Coast time zone hours. You don't have to live on the West Coast, just translate your local hours to those hours. And something I want to mention right up front, they tell us most teams meet once or twice per quarter for 2 to 4 consecutive days at a time. So you may have to go to the West Coast, but think of it like just a little vacation. So in this job, you'll support investor operations, including onboarding, reporting, account reconciliations, and addressing investor inquiries. And you'll work cross-functionally with treasury, accounting, and capital market teams to resolve discrepancies and ensure smooth financial operations. You'll also enhance reporting capabilities, monitor investor transactions and accounts, proactively identify areas for improvement, communicate effectively with investors, responding to inquiries with professionalism and accuracy, and work with internal stakeholders, including engineering and product teams, to optimize investor reporting tools and data accessibility. So what they want from you is a bachelor's degree in finance, accounting, business, economics, or a related field, and at least 1 year experience in financial services, investor relations, accounting, treasury operations, or reporting. And they list some preferred qualifications, and these are just preferred, but I'm thinking for the salary they're going to pay for this job, I think they really want you to have these preferences. So if you have a financial mindset and you're looking for a work from home job, this one sounds good to you, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 8. We just scanned through a nice variety of remote jobs. Hopefully one of them works out for you. Our goal on this channel is to quickly scan through remote jobs. That way you can see if it works out for you. If you're interested, you can check it out, apply. If not, you can quickly move on to the next. But if none of the jobs in this video works out for you, check out this one right here. Hopefully one of those will work out for you. And if you're looking for jobs that are more entry level, beginner friendly, no experience required, check out my other channel, Kat Lewis. I hope you all have a good day. Take care, and I'll meet you on the next one.